So yeah, so what's up guys? So today I'm reacting to Toasty Strudel. Was the launch of Wuthering Wave a failure? I don't think it's a failure guys. I think for me personally or for others, it's a success. So yeah, let's begin.
Been a little over 3 weeks since the launch of Wuthering Waves, and I thought now would be a good time to discuss the launch of this game and everything that surrounded it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So as everyone already knows, when the game first launched, it had a lot of problems. It was definitely rushed and bugs were everywhere. Kuro Games did their best to solve the issues as they popped up, but it seemed like anytime something was fixed, a new issue would spawn shortly after.
I mean, it can appear after another was fixed.
It appeared as though the game had some spaghetti western code, or
Not
whatever the
spaghetti
kids call it these
noodle
days,
code.
and that the issues were never
One
going to
fix,
truly
another
go
come
away
up
as
again.
they would continue to create new ones as they did. Kuro attempted to appease the masses with loads of polls and even a free 5-star character
Not only free 5-star character, we also get a lot of compensation for every mistake they make. For mistranslation, some reward are actually has problem, so they also compensate us for that. We also have a survey we had to fill out, which give us at least 50k shell credits. So yeah, we are eating good, guys. But I don't worry about it because for every mistake they did, we at least get a compensation. That's what I mean. So yeah, I won't worry about that because I just want to play my own game. I just want to play a game that actually satisfies me.
selector where players could choose their favorite among the standard banner options.
And this is insane now,
However,
a free 5-star character that
more
you
and
can choose
more
any
issues
character.
arose, including some major translation issues that led to an entire region of players spending money that they might have otherwise not spent.
So about this issue, what happened was Kuro mistranslated, or not Kuro side but Japan side. It has an issue where Jian weapon was mistranslated, which resulted in mass people buying that weapon for its abilities. So they buy their weapon for Kaucharo, which is their favorite character. And what happened was a lot of players got refunded. They were refunded with a $60 gift card. The only condition is for those who had their emails leaked, those were refunded. And some people, what they did is uh, even though Kuro had already refunded, the problem isn't anything big anymore in Japan, but the foreign side, such as they make this problem so big that the Japanese side is just like, we just don't care, man. Yeah, it's fine though, because at least we got compensation. We got refunded with a $60 gift card. So yeah, everyone was very happy about that.
Had the error not existed, which ultimately led to Kuro having to offer refunds to many of those upset players. The Wuthering Waves hate train was continuing with some streamers experiencing bots that would praise Genshin Impact while trashing on Wuthering Waves. Many players even comparing the launches of the two games and claiming Genshin was much more polished and had none of the issues that Wuthering Waves was currently facing.
What they don't realize is both games run in different game engine. For Wuthering Wave, they use Unreal Engine 4, which is the original Unreal Engine 4. And we all know that every game company chooses their own engine for a reason, because they are comfortable with it. But for Genshin side, for Hoyo Verse, they heavily modified the Unity game engine and turning it into their own game engine, which allows them to optimize it really, really good. So you can't just compare. Or Genshin run so smooth. and perform so well, while Wuthering Wave is like, really has bad performance. I mean, you can't just compare because the game haven't even come up for at least a year. So we have to see in the long run, not in a short run, and just judge based on that.
I myself did not play Genshin at launch, so I don't know anything about the details revolving around its release.
Same as me.
However, from what many people who were there were saying, it seemed to me like there was a lot of disagreement over the true state of the game at that time. Some people were saying it was great, while others were saying it had just as many issues.
Yeah, there were a lot of
Regardless,
issues because
Plenty of
Genshin at that time, no one knows about it. It was released during the pandemic. Everyone was at home. The only thing about this game, Genshin, right, is the official trailer that was released during the pandemic. Then everyone gets to know about it, but not the inside part. But for Wuthering Wave, it's different because it's after the pandemic, and there's closed beta 1, closed beta 2, and leads to the launch of Wuthering Wave. So everybody knows the bugs and the big issues. But for Genshin, they don't know. Everyone just went in without anything going on, They don't even know bugs exist yet or any issues has occurred. So yeah, that's what happens.
information was floating around about many things involving Wuthering Waves, and it seemed almost impossible to find out exactly what was true and false.
There's
The
a lot
only
of
things we could
misinformation
confirm
in
was
Gacha gaming
whether
at
or
the
not
moment, guys.
us as
So please be
individuals were
careful.
experiencing any bugs or issues ourselves, and that Kuro Games was desperately trying to keep us playing the game by showering us with rewards.
Yep.
A very smart move in my opinion, as it got players to come back to pick up their rewards, and when they did, hopefully they would find some of the problems gone. Hard at work,
Some
Kuro
problem has been
continued to
fixed.
fix many of the issues that arose and was responding to feedback so quickly that it makes Sonic look like he was moving in slow-mo. Now, after 3 weeks of the game being out, it seems like the game has at least reached a stable state.
Yep, a stable state.
Little to no
A very
problems
successful
plagued the
stable state.
players, and the release of Yinlin sparked so much excitement and horniness that the game was literally broken by the sheer mass of whales trying to get their disappointed wifey to feel proud of them.
That is true. A lot of people bail on her, spend a lot of money on her, which broke Kuro's store, and everyone still get compensation for that. Yeah, this was very funny because I was actually trying to top up for my first account, and what happened was I realized that not even 5 minutes into the launch of Yinlin banner, the store is already broken, and I was like, what the heck? Seriously? So I can't just top up? Then I was so disappointed at that time because like I can't get my waifu. To be honest, guys, but Yinlin is my waifu and Changli is my second waifu. So yeah,
The decision to release her early definitely helped bring interest back and even benefits the game a lot due to their 1.1 release now no longer overlapping with the future release of Zenless Zone Zero.
that is true. Kuro did a really good job about this marketing strategy, because Kuro moved 1.1 a week earlier, Zenless Zone Zero release. This is such a gamer move, a 4D chess. This is insane. This will help them in the long run because it lets the consumers know that in Wuthering Wave, this is how the combats looks like. 1.1 release and Zenless Zone release at the same time. Some Genshin Impact shields will be saying, Zenless Zone Zero combat is so nice. It's better than Wuthering Wave, But if Wuthering Wave 1.1 is released earlier, 1 week earlier, they can't judge based on that anymore. It moves them ahead in the strategy. And to be honest, guys, Yinlin, right, is so successful, double the revenue. It doubled the revenue for Wuthering Wave. In the first month, we at least Wuthering Wave has at least earned 60 million USD. But after the Yinlin release, everyone just top up for her, just wail on her, trying to get X6. And what happened was, I can show you guys. You can see right here, Haters said Wuthering Wave won't make much money in its first month. That is dead on arrival. Yet according to data from GameLoop, it's already made 110 million USD and is expected to reach 140 million USD within its first month of release, and it's going to become even more because of Changli and Jinshi. So this is a big W, 2W. This is a big 2W for Kuro Games. This is insane.
The game did receive its first case of drama in the form of theory crafters arguing over echo setups
Oh
and
yeah, this happened
whether or not it's
4-4-1-1 and
worth
4
it to substitute
4-3-3-1-1.
easier to grind boss pieces for early game. Even to this day, I don't think people entirely agree over just
I will be making a 4-3-3-1-1 and 4-4-1-1-1 comparison for the next video. So I hope you can watch it and try to understand what's the comparison about it and what's the drama behind it.
just how much of a damage difference 43311 is over its 44111 counterpart. Some say it's 15%, while others say less. Regardless, I think the arguments were quite silly to begin with, but were quite enjoyable to watch, and even helped people find things to discuss besides the constant comparisons between this game and Genshin, which only ever ended in people being more and more upset with each other. Personally, I think the more the community discusses things within the game, the healthier it will be.
Yep.
Even if there are disagreements and arguments, as long as they are handled with maturity and nobody gets too offended over their favorite pixel being called trash, I think we'll all be fine.
That's why you shouldn't go to Agacha Gaming. Because there's a lot of Genshin sales, you know guys. There's a lot of misinformation. They are basically bombarding Wuthering Wave with bad reviews, you know. So yeah. And Doom posting Wuthering
I'm not a
Wave.
major part of the community. I watch too many YouTube videos and try to check out some streams from time to time, but I definitely lack a lot of knowledge when it comes to understanding the ins and outs of a gaming community. I'm honestly just a dude making videos about a game he enjoys.
Yep.
However,
Same as me.
from what I have witnessed thus far, this game seems to me like it'll have a successful run. A lot of the content creators we enjoy have done a good job in cultivating a cooperative community. I think the more things that players can talk about and discuss will only benefit the game in the long run. I would argue that how positive the creators and community have been with Kuro Games and Wuthering Waves, it's only solidified a future for the game. The game may not reach the status of Genshin Killer.
It may not be a Genshin killer, but it will hurt Genshin impact.
That some people hoped, but it's a solid game with a solid fan base, and that's what I think helped a lot in the launch of this game. I don't believe anybody will ignore the issues that this game had. It's important that they don't. It's crucial that players don't put up with mediocrity or have a good enough mentality. And it's incredibly counterproductive for them to say things like, well, better than nothing. Acknowledging issues is the first step to fixing them, and it will oftentimes fall on the players to properly communicate with the devs on.
It's good to communicate with the dev. Give good critical criticism is really important in game development. Because if a game doesn't listen to you, doesn't listen to a consumer, the consumer will riot together. Like Genshin. For 3 years, what do we get? We had no end game. We only get characters and companion story and some boring ass story that make me want to sleep. But Wuthering Wave, if you want to compare to Genshin, right? Wuthering Wave actually did better. Dev, listen, guys. Dev, listen. Actually, listen. For over a week, we have been getting constant hot patches that actually make the performance much even better than before. So yeah, you can actually see the devlog for version 1.1 and the future updates they plan. So yeah.
on what they want fixed or changed. This game had and continues to have things that players aren't completely happy about. What I have seen a lot of, though, is solid communication on both sides. Players ask for something or complain about an issue, and the devs respond quickly with solutions.
Yep.
So, was the launch of Wuthering Waves a failure?
Nope.
No. The launch, I think, was an outstanding success. The game had many problems that it needed to overcome, but I don't think that completely defines a game's release.
But as time goes on, more and more bugs will be fixed. The game will look even better than before. This will make people realize that Wuthering Wave is not just a gacha game. It's a gacha game that everyone loves to play and enjoy together. Because everything we asked for, we were given and were compensated. This makes Genshin Impact developers look like a clown. Don't you guys agree with that?
I think what's the most important thing is the players' reactions to the issues that really shape the overall success or failure of a game's launch. Anybody could take one look at any popular Bethesda game and realize that this is true. I don't believe a single one of their games ever released without insane amounts of bugs and issues, and yet some people still compare modern games with Skyrim and their love for that game.
Yep. This video is good, guys.
Wuthering Waves has been an incredible experience for me in so many ways. From the characters to the gameplay, I've enjoyed a lot of it. And knowing how Kuro has been with feedback, I'm hopeful that things I've disliked about the game will be changed and make the game an even better experience going forward. Wuthering Waves is not and will not be a flawless game, but I believe it will continue to be a fun and enjoyable experience that will grow and learn from its troubled launch.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
I think players will only become more invested with future updates, and hopefully new players will be curious enough to try it out in the future as well. Wuthering Waves is my current favorite game to play, and I don't see myself going anywhere anytime soon.
Same.
Unless I lose the 50-50 on Cheng Li's banner and quit the game altogether.
Hopefully I get lucky with it, guys. Pray for me. I always lose 50-50. I have luck issue, guys. I'm really unlucky.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to yap about today. It's been a while since I've made a fully scripted video like this, so I thought it would be fun to give my opinions about the launch of this game.
Thank you for your
If
opinion.
you enjoyed, don't forget
really
to
well.
like, comment, and subscribe. It helps a lot with convincing others to listen to me yap. God bless your polls, and God bless female rovers side boob.
Pray to Gem God.
Thanks
guys.
for
Pray
watching,
to
and I
Gem
hope
God.
to see you all next time. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, this is a good video, guys. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy reviewing this, reacting to this video. I really hope that you enjoy watching me review, reacting to this video. If there's any video they want me to react, right, you can comment down below, and I will react. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye.